All right, my WNBA fans, this is WNBA playoff updated standings as of Wednesday, September 10th, 2025 here for the WNBA. As we saw last Friday, the Sparks went in only 2 games behind the Fever, while the Sparks lost to the Dream. The Fever beat the Sky, which then put the Fever back to 3 games up over the Sparks going into this past Sunday's matchups. Obviously, the Fever won their game the Fever won their game this past Sunday. And the Sparks also won their game this last Sunday, which kept the Sparks 3 games behind. Had the Fever lost and the Sparks won, they would have been 2 behind, which means all they would have to do is win their final 2 games, and they would have tied the Fever. Because even if you look at it, even if the Fever won last night and the Sparks win, no, actually, the Fever would have had to lose last night to the Lynx, which they didn't. So when the Sparks and Fever both won on Sunday, and they were still 3, and that put them still 3 games behind the Fever, with only 2 games left for the Sparks, they really had no chance to catch the Fever at that point. And the Fever actually clinched the postseason spot on this past Sunday. They clinched no worse than the 7th seed. So going into last night's game, the Sparks needed to win, have Seattle lose. And then going into last night, the Sparks needed to go into Phoenix and beat Phoenix, which they did. They need to have Seattle lose to Golden State. And then the Sparks would have needed to win again on Thursday at Red Hot Las Vegas, which probably wasn't going to happen and isn't going to happen. But unfortunately for the Sparks, they did win last night at Phoenix, surprisingly. But the Sparks did beat the Golden State Valkyries. So the Sparks are officially eliminated from playoffs contention. So our 8 teams are literally set right now. Some seedings might still be up in the air, but I don't think seedings will change. I'll get into that in a minute. As far as the Fever go, after last night's game, they won. They were tied with the Golden State Valkyries for that 6th spot. Obviously, the Valkyries own the tiebreaker over us because they beat us every time this year. We didn't beat them once. So here's the thing. Golden State lost to Seattle last night. Now, if Golden State, the Fever needed to win last night, have Golden State lose last night, and then have Golden State lose on Thursday, which will be the last day for regular season for WNBA. Golden State needed to lose last night into Minnesota on Thursday. And then the Fever will have the 6th seed. That 6th seed means the difference between probably playing a very good Dream team and a red-hot Las Vegas Aces team that seems to be very unbeatable right now. As a fan, I would rather much play the Dream because I think we got a better chance. If we play the Aces, we're getting swept. I think whoever plays the Aces is probably getting swept in that first round. Play the Dream, you probably can get 1. But anyways, so the Fever fans, we still need Golden State to lose on Thursday. So let's go Minnesota. God, I never thought I'd cheer for a Minnesota team. But anyways, your current updated standings right now, Minnesota's locked in the 1 seed. The Aces are the 2 seed right now. Dream are the 3 seed. Mercury are the 4 seed. The Liberty, who are your defending WNBA champions, are your 5 seed. They'll be looking to win their 2nd in a row this year. Fever are currently your 6th seed. Golden State Valkyries are your 7th seed. And the Seattle Storm are your 8th seed. Now, Minnesota can't lose a 1 seed. I know Las Vegas holds the tiebreaker over the Dream, so Vegas plays tonight. Or the Dream play tonight. They're going to probably win. They play the Suns, so I doubt they lose that. I believe that's their last game because that will be win number 30 for them. Yep. And then the Aces win on Thursday. Them 2 teams will tie, and the Aces hold the tiebreaker. I don't see too much switching here. So this is probably going to be your playoff seeding. So you're probably going to have Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota's 1 seed. You're going to have Las Vegas as your 2 seed. Dream as your 3 seed. Dream as your 3 seed. You're going to have Minnesota locked into your 1 seed. So Minnesota's the 1 seed. Las Vegas will probably be your 2 seed. Dream is going to be your 3 seed. The Phoenix Mercury will be your 4 seed. The Liberty will be your 5 seed. I don't see Minnesota losing 2 games in a row, so I'm pretty sure that Golden State's going to lose to Minnesota on Thursday. So I'm just going to say the Fever are probably going to be your 6th seed, Golden State 7, Golden State the 7th seed, and the Seattle Storm your 8th seed. So if everything's hold true, then when the playoffs start this coming Sunday, you're going to have Minnesota versus Seattle in the first round. Vegas, you're going to have Vegas versus Golden State in the first round. Dream versus the Fever in the first round. And you're going to have the Mercury versus the defending champion Liberty in the first round. We will be back on Friday with an actual official, updated, official playoff standings and playoff prediction for the first round. But anyways, congratulations to my Fever. Congratulations to all 8 that made it. That means that 5 teams that didn't make it this year will be the Dallas Wings, the LA Sparks, the Connecticut Sun, the Chicago Sky, and the Washington Mystics. So there you have your 5 eliminated teams for the year. Washington Mystics, Connecticut Sun, Chicago Sky, LA Sparks, and my other team I like, Dallas Wings. I have to go through because I did some predictions at the beginning of the year. I did a prediction of who I thought would win MVP, most improved player, rookie of the year. I'm not going to get MVP right, and I'm not going to get most improved player right probably, but I will get rookie of the year right because obviously Paige is winning that undoubtedly. Go Paige. I did a record prediction for the Sparks and Wings and Fever. I wasn't even close because I believe, if I remember right, I had the Indiana Fever winning 34 games. I had the Sparks and Wings both winning 24. I will be close with the Sparks at least, but 0-3 for my record prediction there probably. Well, I know I'm 0-3 for record prediction. Then I did a playoff prediction. I think I'm going to be pretty close. I think I might have missed. I think I might have got 6 of the 8 right. I know I got at least 5. Because I know I had Minnesota going. I know I had Las Vegas going. I know I had the Dream in there. I know I had the Mercury and Liberty and Fever in there. I don't think I had Golden State or Seattle in there. So, but anyways, we will be going over playoff predictions. Talk about my review of that and see how I did. I won't be able to talk about my review for the... So we'll talk about my review for my record prediction for my 3 teams I do recast for. We'll talk about the 3 recaps I do for the... We'll talk about my record prediction for the 3 teams I do recast for, which is the Fever, Sparks, and Wings. And then we will do another video talking about my playoff predictions. And then at some point, we'll do a first round playoff prediction. And then at some point, we will do a review video and let you know who won MVP, Rookie of the Year, and go over that and tell you who my actual MVP was, my Rookie of the Year was, and who I thought was most improved player. But other than that, still look out for the Fever game recast because they're in the playoffs. There will be a couple game reviews for the Sparks and Wings probably on Friday, Thursday night or Friday sometime after the games are over. There will also be, other than that, just keep a lookout for all my other videos, my Bears game recaps I'm doing right now, NASCAR stuff, my Hurricanes game recaps. As soon as college basketball and NBA start, game recaps for the Lakers and the Duke Blue Devils. But other than that, y'all have a good day. I'm going to stop this video here and go inside and get my shoes on. And then I'm heading about a half hour to where I'm from because I got an appointment. And then just so happens we have a fair. That town has a fair. The local fair that we have every year, our bigger fair that we have. So I'm going to go check that out and go get me a blooming frickin' onion. Walk around the building, maybe get me some mini donuts. But y'all enjoy your Wednesday afternoon and go Fever!